Hey, this is BugPowderDust. Thanks for joining me for episode 26 of my RIMWORLD Factioncide 2 playthrough. And I've been having a bit of a think about this whole situation. Given that I've increased the difficulty of this game, which, honestly speaking, this run-through is pretty much about attacking bases, I've increased the difficulty significantly by using the base generation mod, which makes the bases considerably harder to knock over, but it gives you more rewards as a result. The restriction I placed upon myself about not building my own armour, I'm probably going to rescind that. Given how I've increased the difficulty hugely, I think when we settle down on the next tile, I think I'll be making some armour for myself, because it's a restriction that was fine. I was happy to go with it, but this base attacks are that much more complicated and that much more dangerous. And I could probably get through, you know, with just kind of scavenging armour, and I'll carry on doing that, of course. But this situation is just awful. A very short series, I think, so if I don't change it. So that's what I'm probably going to do. If anybody really objects to it, let me know, and also tell me why. But I think that's probably the best way forward. It gives me a fighting chance, because I can only do this for so long, I think, before everybody is going to be either dead or going to have prosthetics all day long. As it is, I need to stop on the next. As soon as we get out of here, we're going to stop, set up a base, and make some prosthetics for people, because I'm pretty sure we've got a lot of people who are missing limbs. All right, let's carry on. So we have 2.6 days until the enemies arrive. We need to be out of here by then. Now, this kind of batch of turrets over here are still plumbed in. Notably, this is offline, which is good. These two are online still as well. So we can see from the power where they're getting it from. So this one is connected to here. This one's connected to here. What I'd like to do is basically come in here and cut the connection here and just toggle that off. But I need to get to it to toggle it off, of course. Now, Daniil's here is dangerously in range. He is, she is wandering, which is not ideal. Kuro is resting. Oh, you're coming down to rest. Okay, fine. A lot of people here with diseases and stuff. Paolo, notably, muscle parasites and infection. The infection is winning on his right leg. Might have to chop that off. Left leg, major. Infection's winning. Might have to chop that off. Tony, infection, major. Left lung. Not that far behind. We might be okay. But a lot of infections. A lot of infections. I think. Is that it? Bapkins is still bleeding. Wow. I might actually get Bapkins just to kind of tidy himself up, just to stop his own bleeding. Then he can just rest. So let's do that. Tending. Wheeler. Just have a quick look here. So Wheeler, no, and no. All right. So what I'd like to do is try and get these folks down to here, if possible. If I can get rid of the turrets, I'll get them a good night's sleep, and then we'll hit the road. All right, so how are we going to do this then? We need to see who is actually in a good mood. Shadow's in a good mood. Pretty much in a good mood. What's he doing? Tending to Lexi. Okay. I'm good with that. Medical of 5. That's probably the best we got now. It doesn't leave anybody free, of course, to come and deal with these turrets. I need shield belts for that. So, hauling flak jacket. Sammy does not. Oh, Sammy does have a shield belt. Sammy's mood's okay. She's got lots of sleep. She needs food. I'm actually wondering if we can get Sammy to continue. Maybe run over here and turn this off. That gives us this whole section we can kind of use. Obviously, need to be careful of this, but come down to here. Once I can get into here, then we can maybe cut the power to this building. So we'll probably do that. area is now safe. We can reform the caravan on the world map. It's 6 PM. I'm going to let them sleep here, actually. Let me just check out the other places here. I'm going to open up the whole base now so they can move and they can get a decent night's rest. Hopefully that'll help with the infections. They're in a nice clean room. They're not outside. And what's in here? Is it more beds? No, it's some kind of temple type shrine. Okay, cool. Now who's nearby? Mapkins. Mapkins is tending. Sammy, we got a couple more things for you to do here. Let's just speed that up. Doopy doopy doop. Let's see what we've got in these rooms. And okay, perfect. All right, let's claim these, and we are going to spend the night here. Then we are just completely out of here now. Right, let me undo all of this. I'm going to uninstall. They might actually spend the night out here, to be quite honest. I could force them, actually. Let me just do... where is it? Schedule. Wait a minute. They're all in Area 1. Let me restrict the Area 1. Expand allowed area, Area 1. So then come to the whole of the base now. And I'm going to clear home area. No, clear allowed area, Area 1. I don't want them to be up here. So hopefully that'll force them all to move down. You'd think. Wake up, guys. Oh, these people can't walk. Okay, that means that... Alright, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll just make everyone unrestricted so they can go and help them as a... No, not the plasteel longsword. Tanner, what are you doing? Sarah, can you get up? You can't get up. Sarah's very good at arresting people. Griffin can't get up. Trozo can't get up either. Kaka? Kaka can't get up either. Okay. I don't think we'll be able to get to him in time. It's a plasteel longsword. Oh. Who else have we got who could get to him? Burns. It's pretty much Burns. Is Burns any good at social? No, he's a 2. So that means his chances of arrest are pretty small. Okay, no sweat. I'm just going to leave it. I don't have the people to take care of this. Plasteel longsword. They're great, but it's just one of those things. It's going to go, isn't it? Well, it's to be expected. To be expected. Okay, I'll let them sleep, and I need to find out what's in here, actually. And then we'll be back. So, a few people breaking. Kaka's gone mad. He's going to attack Wheeler. Wheeler's not very good at melee. Kaka is. I'm going to try and get Dapper down. We just need to try and stop Kaka from hurting Wheeler. Wheeler might be able to stop it himself, but I haven't really got a lot of option. I don't think Dapper's going to make it down in time. And Kaka is rather good at melee. What I don't want is any bad things to happen, like people getting beaten to death, because he's in severe pain already. His right arm's cut off. Infection major. We're going to have to cut his leg off, aren't we? He's got Alzheimer's. Oh, wow. Poor Kaka. Wheeler, meanwhile, is in a slightly better state, but not by very much. I could do Kaka not dying. Oh, my word. Oh, this is terrible. Okay, I thought that might happen. It's the pain. It's the pain situation. Wheeler didn't really have a great deal of choice there. So we're paying quite a high price for this base. Barbakenza and Kaka. Kaka's been with us pretty much from the start, maybe? He's been with us for a very long time. So we're going to build a second grave for Kaka. I don't blame Wheeler whatsoever. Not one bit. Okay, well, this was potentially a base too far. Yeah. And it's not over yet. These infections are going to cast a long shadow, and I think I may have to do some cutting off limbs and things. He's got initial heat stroke. But a good night's sleep. At least they're not sleeping on the floor. They're in sleeping beds, sleeping bags. So this is a plus. But still, absolute mess. Probably an idea of how not to take a base. Dapper's completely miserable, but he's got a fine meal to munch on. We need to open up this last room. This room contained a couple of... Last room, sorry, contained a couple of beds, so nothing very special in there. Danielle's is still broken. Danielle's needs to snap out of it, quite frankly. She's not feeling very happy at all. Just to add to the misery, Tony, who's been in a psychotic wander, has now collapsed. Infection Extreme 87 and 84 potentially could catch Tony back up. I'm going to have to get Sammy, who I think has been a bit of an MVP so far, go and grab Tony, rescue him back to this bed, hopefully. And then we're going to have to grab... Now, who's our best... I mean, that's the other thing. Kaka was very good at medical, which is a huge issue. Shadow is 5, Stephen is 4, Sammy 6, Tanner 4, Tony's down, Trozo's down. So Tony, really, is our best doctor. It's definitely not a case of physician heal thyself. So that's a big problem. Does Shadow have any heal root on him? No. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to try and finagle this a little bit. We're going to set up a zone, stockpile zone, make some medicine here. Actually, just one is good enough. Let's make that storage. Clear all. Make that heal root critical. Heal root. What? Is it 2 words? Heal... What? Huh? Is it... have I got that completely wrong? Hang on a minute. Oh, it's herbal medicine. Heal root is what grows. Duh. Right, okay. Herbal medicine. My bad. Okay, so herbal medicine, make that critical. So, let's make sure I clear it all. Do that. Okay. Now, Dapper... excuse me. Dapper can... After he's done that, we'll actually do this first. Never do hauling. Right, that's not good. Oh boy. Too few people. Shadow, go and grab that. Haul it. Perfect. Right. Sammy, go and grab Tony. Now, what's infected on Tony? Left lung. Right. We may have to do... Oh, we get in bed with him. Yeah, sure. Why not? It's all good. It's all good. Keeping him warm, right? My rival Christy died. My son, Paul and Braddock. Tony. I'm not surprised you broke, quite frankly. My friend Barbican's died. Kaka, when he wakes up, he'll find that he's dead as well. Okay, so Tony, what are we dealing with? So Shadow's coming in. Is he treating? Can you tend to Tony? Yeah, tend to Tony. Where are you going? Where are you going? What? Why are you not tending him with Shadow? Where are you going? Ah, give him the good stuff. Glitter World. I actually think that's probably the right thing to do. Come to think of it. It's a little bit of a ways away. Oh, you're kidding me. Vent Haranga on my animals. Lexi. That's the monkey, isn't it? Where is the monkey? Oh, he's sleeping. Do you know what? I can't do anything about that now. My careometer is at 0. In fact, it's in the minus now. So the monkey can... I was going to say the monkey can fight it out, but alright, that's fine. It's not happened. Sorry, Monkey 1. I got other things I need to worry about here. 97, 94. I think I've left this too late. We need to do an operation now. Let's bring out his... we're going to cut his lung out. Add Bill. Harvest. Left lung. Now Shadow, who is a not brilliant medical person... medical surgery success chance 47%. Well, it's 1 in 2 or Tony dies. How about Wheeler? This is awful. Absolute. Is this room dirty by any chance? Right. Sarah, come and clean it. Shadow. Operate. This is absolutely crucial now. We're going to be able to do this in time. We've got time to do the operation. We have got time to do the operation. He's not going to catch up. Come on, fingers crossed. Come on, Shadow. I know you've never taken out lungs before, but... Did that work? What happened? What happened? What? Feeding fine meal to Tony. What? Hang on, you were operating on Tony. What happened? I don't understand. Ah. You can't operate with herbal medicine. Yes, okay. I think Tony might be dead. That was a last-ditch attempt. Unless, because of the glitter world, Tony gets saved. Let's have a quick look here. '97. I mean, we are catching. 99. We're not going to catch. Tony's dead. 3 people. If only Tony had come out of the mental state slightly earlier, the glitter world would have gone in and we would have managed to save Tony. I really wouldn't bother feeding a shadow. Oh, hang on a minute. Are we going to catch up? 94, 95. Come on, we got literally seconds. 98, 99. Oh, my word. Good grief. As the sun rises on a new day, Tony, because Shadow applied Glitterworld medicine, we had some Glitterworld medicine left over. Good grief. I've never seen anything like it. Wow. Okay. However, we're not out of the woods yet. Trozo is still recovering. Sammy is doing his thing. Where are the other 2 people with infections? Trozo we looked at. Tony we looked at. Bob Kenzer's dead. Paolo's the other one. Now Paolo's actually 91 and 95. Oh, that's amazing. You can't beat a good bed, can you? To help with the old infection race. So that's good. Paolo is better. Let's have a quick look here. Who else has got anything wrong with them? Oops. I think Lexi. 70 and 90. Oh, amazing. I think we're out of the woods. Good. Good. Alright, we are out of here. It's 5 in the morning. We are going to just get out of here now. We need to make sure that these guys are buried. Let's get somebody on that. Lexi, I need you to do that. And who else is nearby? Shadow. Shadow's basically going to have a well-earned sleep, quite frankly. I need you to dig that when you wake up. Then we're going to hit the road. Go and set up a base and lick our wounds and consider our options. It's quite a bold mission. Oh, rain's coming. Disease flu. Oh, good. That's excellent. Right. Lexi, Berry, Barbakenza. Tanner, Berry, Kaka. Actually, hang on a minute. Has Kaka got any gear on? He's got the shield belt. Yes. So, strip Kaka. And then we are going to bury Kaka. Tony, Tanner, you, bury. Okay, so that will help the mood. Right, we're going to hit the road and get off this hex. Yeah, this has not been great, and I'm very, very grateful to not lose Tony. Tony was by far and away our best medic. So yeah, it's not brilliant. Alright, let's reform. Okay, we've arrived. So everyone's mood is pretty good apart from Dapper. Dapper's really not best pleased. We'll see why in a minute. But we've got a nice beachfront property. Look at this. I just love beach tiles, I really do. Especially with capybaras on them as well. So we split the caravan off, sent Burns up ahead, because if you don't split the caravan and you settle a tile, everything gets dumped at the edge of the map, which is really annoying. So I think this is all looking pretty tasty. I am feeling that we can make use of these buildings. Probably this one actually is kind of our base. I think it's certainly big enough. Got a couple of outbuildings as well. It's reasonably defensible. Got these nice kind of marshland here to the north and the west, although they will be attacking from these other 3 points of the compass, not be attacking from the west, I wouldn't have thought, if they attack. So this is all looking pretty decent. Just out of interest, have we got any horses on the map? Any pack animals at all? No, not really. Oh, elephants, I suppose. Yeah, whatever. I think trying to tame 50%. We could try and get elephants. That'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? Are elephants pack animals? I'm assuming that they are. I've never really thought about it. They must be pack animals, right? Yeah, pack animal. Okay, so we're going to bring everybody else here. We're going to settle, I think, in this spot here. Make use of some of the the bricks and the stuff that's around. We've got some metal to the south here. Not that it's a big deal because we're not going to be using drop pods for the foreseeable. What we will do is settle here, get ourselves back on our feet, then knock out this one and this one. It might give us enough. No, probably won't. We get 20, don't we? I'll quite like to trade with these guys on the way north, but I don't think that's going to happen. We have to do a mage diversion to knock this dude out as well, this particular camp. So 3.29 days. So here's probably what we're going to do is we might build drop pods after all and knock these two out, come back, and then drop pod, and then we'll just carry on our way from here up to here and go north, and then take out this this bunch here in the middle. Not loving all this desert and arid shrubland. I'll be happier when we go west. I thought there's a song in there somewhere. Go west, take these out, then come back, take these out, and go up here to the north. So yeah, okay, that's what we're going to do. Let's get cracking on the base. Okay, so the gang's back together again, and we started to construct something mostly out of wood and steel by the looks of it. Steel burns, which is a bit of a problem, but I'll get that replaced in due course. We have got some elephants for some instant food. We've cut some berries as well. So in the short term, I think we'll be okay, but we do need to get some kind of cooking facility up straight away. Stolen a couple of tables as well. Let me just claim all the walls, just to make sure that that's all good. Brilliant. People are sleeping on the floor, but it's one of those things. I haven't got time to get these beds out. I'll sort that out now. More important to get the walls done and make this an inside area, but also to get some power and also get this cool down, because it's 23 degrees centigrade now, but it's been 35 in the daytime as well. So that's what we're aiming for. So sad news, I'm afraid. Dapper, who was the husband of Baba Kenza, has given up on the community. And I didn't have a spare room in order to make a prison, unfortunately. So by the time I got a couple of rooms up, he'd gone. Just headed straight off the map, which is so frustrating. So we're sad to see Dapper go. Dapper joined us not that long ago, but has been a real kind of decent member of the colony. So goodbye to Dapper. Good grief. Lost 3 people in this episode. Ah, boy. Well, actually, they don't include Baba Kenza, who's the last episode, obviously. But yeah, that's not great. Oh well, it's casualties of war, I guess. I've been quite lucky up to this point. We stole their flat screen TV from the last base, so that's going to entertain us no end. We've got power up now. We're making a kitchen and a butcher table. We're going to go and hunt some capybara, and we are going to set up a zone just to put them in. We're going to have to use... I think we're going to have to use a just normal campfire just to cook the food for now, but that's okay. It's not ideal, but power's not quite there yet. But yeah, that's kind of where we are. So this is fine. We've got lots of people breaking. We're very low on food. We've got a flash storm which has set fire to most of the map, and my base is made entirely of combustible material. Tony's run wild. Great. Now the difference with this and Dapper is that Tony's going to stay on the map and just kind of mooch around. Tantrum, Sad Wander, Raw Thrombo. Raw Thrombos? Well, they're raw if we kill them. So yeah, this is super duper. Having a right old time here. I think the expression bitten off more than you can chew kind of springs to mind. I think we lingered a little bit too long without food, basically, and this is what's happening. Everyone's being quite miserable. We are starting to hunt the capybaras, and Daniils is making some food here, but it really does need to start raining very, very soon. Otherwise, our crops here are going to get scorched, basically. We've got to try and get Tony back. Where is Tony? Tony. Let's try and tame Tony, shall we? 10% chance. Okay. Haven't even got power up. Chopping these trees down so the so that can get going. Wheeler, meanwhile, is it smashing everything up? It's a griffin. Yeah. Well, kind of keeping it contained, which is good. Steve isn't long having a tantrum. Splendid. Is it going to start raining soon? That would be pretty nice if it was. Gosh, this map's looking pretty vaporized. And Randy's turning up the Misery to 12. There's now a psychic ship on the map, which is nice. Psychic drone level low. Not dealt with the mechs for a very long time. Let's have a look. So we've got 4 Scythers, 5 Lancers, and we got 0 defences. Splendid. Okay, well, we can deal with these guys. We've got to try and deal with them sooner than later because the mood here is actually really poor. We're barely keeping up with consumption. Although, we're kind of there now. We are. These capybaras have made good meals, and they are kind of a stopgap. We are going to go and get the elephants though, because they will grant us the boon of huge amounts of meat and very, very welcome skin as well. So that's where we are. Alright, I'm going to leave it there. This has been one heck of an episode, to be honest. Lots and lots of issues. Most of it, I think, honestly, self-inflicted. The food situation was always going to be my downfall, I think, in terms of criticality. Yeah. But we can turn it around. We've got a very... What did we say? We've got 14 colonists now, as opposed to, I think it was the 18 we had previously. So that's nice. I'm wondering if we can maybe get Tony back. Tony's going to start taking off her clothes soon. But Tony, as we know, is our top medic. So I'd really rather Tony didn't go. Who have we got on handling? Wheeler. Wheeler's our #1 handler. That's actually Griffin. Do you know, I'll back Wheeler off, get Griffin to do it. Now Griffin is having a tantrum. Where's Griffin? No, Griffin's sleeping. Okay. Well, we'll try and get Tony back. Tony's quite an integral part of our base here. Steel sword, very nice. Okay. Let me just expand this out like so. Yeah, so misery. Absolute misery. We'll see if we can come back from this. It's going to be touch and go, I think. Alright, anyway, you take care. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'll catch you on the next one. But in the meantime, this is Bug, putting the plug.